Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Concert Junkies, Rob and John. Oh, yeah.
And we're live, guys.
Yeah, I even got the notification on my cell phone. It said bzz, bzz. Tell me you follow you without following and telling me you follow.
All right. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Well, what's up, family? My name is Travis. I am the front man / creative person / technical guy / producer for Scars Remain. It's nice to see you guys.
I'm Missy with Creative Music Management, pretty much covering North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia bands, including Scars Remain.
Well, I don't know you.
Who are you?
Why don't you be coming out here telling people? No, I'm kidding.
4 years, I earned that. Come on now.
That's my mom. She's my mom.
Oh, yeah. My name's Cody Boyette. I sing in a band called To Begin Anew. I'm hanging out with all these awesome people tonight. Good to see you folks.
Whoop, whoop.
You get to hang out with us this weekend, too. Yay.
So stoked. Honestly, I know I've been saying it over and over again. I'm sorry. I'm sharing all this stuff right now, so I promise I'm paying attention.
Doing the same.
But, yeah, I am beyond stoked because there's so many bands that's playing this weekend that I have become fans of that I don't necessarily, again, we were mentioned before we went live, that I don't necessarily get a chance to go see because of conflicting schedules. But there are so many awesome bands that I'm getting forward to not only to be able to see, but to also just kind of mingle with and get to know these people and possibly do some exchanging of shows and stuff. That is a loud ass dog, by the way.
Yeah, it's a little shit too.
Yeah, I was wondering what the hell that was. Now, but in all honesty, Cody, I can double down on that sentiment because I'm a huge fan of you guys, but where your home base is, getting out to see you guys is a bit difficult in a lot of cases. So I'm stoked to get to. I'm stoked to get to watch you guys, man. Thanks, 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I think was the first time I got the chance to see you guys, and any opportunity that presents itself to work with you guys, man, I'm gonna take it.
Well, I appreciate that a lot, man. We this particular show, I know there's a lot of bands that's playing, and we've got some predetermined set times on the bands that's performing, and the information that we've been provided, we're kind of aware of about what we're going to be playing. So we decided that we're coming in hard, man. Our whole set is just going to be really punchy, really aggressive. We decided we're going to go with a heavier approach on this particular show. So most of our kind of slower paced stuff, our more melodic stuff, we're going to save it for another day. We're coming to bring it down at this time. So we're excited for Saturday, man.
No, that makes a lot of sense. I just had to do the same thing at AmpFest this past week. Given that setting, I'll call it what it is. We play a bunch of pussy rock sometimes. You know what I mean? So,
no, sir, it's called butt rock. You got to say butt rock.
Yes, it's signature butt rock.
That implies that implies that I go ass to mouth. You know what I
mean? Is it really something wrong with that though?
I don't know.
Don't judge me. That was a joke.
I'm baited here. Come on, guys.
And there goes the subscribers right out the door. This is not the episode for you.
You lost all monetization on this video. I'm sorry.
I honestly don't have it yet. Close but no cigar. And you
it's a stacked lineup tonight or this weekend. So we should all have fun. Everybody should be.
Speaking of that, do you have the list with you of who's playing so we can let everybody know?
I do. I made the flyer. Oh, you got it.
And times and where?
We do. It kicks off at 2:00 at the Rooster in Gastonia, North Carolina, with Six Story Pyramid. They're an indie rock band out of Charlotte, and then we're going outside to AYMB. So this event has two stages. We're going to be inside and outside.
Okay.
And all the proceeds from this show go to a local special needs school in Gastonia, Webb Street School.
That's pretty awesome.
And then 3:00 To Begin Anew comes in hard for us. And then we go to Midas 22, which you just interviewed last week, the week before.
Week before, probably.
Then we have Nova Omega coming back from Asheville. And then we have our boys in Scars Remain Strike the Tower, Dove Cage, Head Trip Trauma, 50 Flies, Witness Marks, and The Sour ends the night.
50 Flies is back, by the way. 50 Flies is back. I just got to say, they're back. It's like
They
7-month
back.
hiatus, so it's going to be dope. The return of the Flies.
And so speaking about Dove Cage, aren't they raffling off a guitar that night?
We have 3 guitars we're raffling off. So Creative Music Management sponsored the first guitar, which is Schecter G6. It's
Nice.
matte purple. And then Urban Woodstock, one of the neighbors of the Rooster, donated a Jackson Warrior guitar. And then Dove Cage got us a Ibanez bass.
And I believe it's white.
Yes, it is.
I believe it's white.
Yeah, they're all pretty sick looking instruments. I need to get. I know, Missy, you and I were talking about that conversation we were having about a week ago. I need to get back
Yes.
with you, so don't let me forget on that.
Okay.
By the way, hello,
we did
Megan.
custom-
Thank you for tuning in.
Hey,
We
Megan.
did custom guitar straps, laser engraved with all the band's logos that are playing the show to go with each guitar that we're raffling off.
That's pretty cool.
I'm super sentimental whenever it comes to stuff like that. So whenever I found out you had the ability to do that, and especially include all the bands, I was like, I've got to get one. And I don't even want to use it. I want to like hang it up and just keep it.
Well, just so you
I
know,
said the same.
we do laser engraving on metal, leather, wood, glass. There's all possibilities for merch. Ask Travis. Like their whole table is just covered in Creative Chaos merch.
I don't know if you can see it, but speaking of that,
There you
Yes.
go.
Yeah,
Bob
there you
ordered some
go.
dog tags from us too.
I will say that we have played with a bunch of bands that you are a part of, Missy, and a bunch of these bands do have some killer freaking merch on their table that you've been able to assist them with. So for me being on the other side of the table, actually being in a band, Travis, you can probably attest to this. Getting merch is one thing, but actually having the finances and the ability to find somebody that can also do it is
Yeah.
difficult at times. We just got in a new shipment of merch. We're going to have some new hats at we just got them in yesterday, and we're going to have them at the Rooster for our show. Hats are a great seller for us, so it took us a little while to get them just because whenever we were trying to reorder, everybody was having a hard time finding hats. But to have somebody so close and especially in the same state is where we are that can be able to get merch. So, you know, any bands looking for someone, I don't know what all's on Missy's table right now, but I would highly encourage you to reach out to her and just have a discussion with her, man, because she does some killer merch for these bands.
Yeah, and I can attest to you're dead on. There's often times where Missy will bring me an idea, and I'm like, I don't know, man, but I guess we'll see what happens. And then I'll be like, I don't think that's going to sell well, and we'll sell fucking 50 of them. And it's
Yeah.
like, what?
So what we try to do, man, I mean, obviously, if you're in a band to make money, especially at our level, like what me and Travis is doing right now,
Merch.
you are definitely in it for the wrong reason because you are not going to be making money.
Right. Well,
So what we try to do is we try to have enough stuff on our merch table so that whenever we run out of merch, we're actually able to use that merch money to buy more money so that our merch is basically self-sufficient so that we don't have to come out of pocket for that because we've got all these other finances between like recording music and doing videos and, you know, trips to Virginia, South Carolina, Georgia, you know, wherever you happen to be. So all of that to say, anybody that wants to support bands, the biggest thing, in my opinion, you can probably do other than listening to our music is buy our merch. Just help us out and buy a shirt, buy a hat, buy a sticker, stick it on something. If that helps more than you guys could imagine.
I can tell you the best sellers right now. We have the stainless steel koozies, the tumblers, and the sunglasses that are laser engraved.
Mm-hmm.
They have just flown. Like we did 150 tumblers in 2 weeks.
That's
just
awesome.
between the bands and Creative Music Management.
that's crazy.
No, I mean, you saw it last weekend. I mean, even at AmpFest, like, you know, there were very few bands that had sunglasses and or koozies on their table. And, you know, but it was, you know, our benefit, you know, to that because we had koozies and sunglasses and we're at an outdoor venue and you had, if you wanted to drink, it wasn't frowned upon, but you had to keep it low key. Right.
Oh,
yeah.
Travis, let me just throw this out there to you, man. Knowing that you're getting ready to go to Blue Ridge this year, by the way, congratulations. You're going to have a fucking blast, dude. You're going to have a fucking blast. Make sure, since it's us talking now, find a way to get it with Missy. If you can get sunglasses, you can get hats, those koozies, stock up on them, dude. I mean, we were selling merch to people like the hats and the sunglasses and stuff. Whenever we had that for whenever we went to Blue Ridge in 21, we were selling it to people that didn't even know who the fuck we were just because they wanted a hat. You know, they needed a hat or they needed sunglasses or something. So if you have,
it's already in the plan.
Stack it up. Dude. I'm not going to shit you, dude. Whenever we went to, whenever we played Blue Ridge, I know we cleared over $1,000 in merch.
Wow.
Yep.
It's already in the plan.
Easy.
I've already had people asking me if there was going to be merch available in the campground.
Yep, and that's the plan, right? Because I think with the merch as it stands right now, you're allowed 2 items. So we're going to do a unisex T-shirt and a tank top because also understand that's a big want for a lot of the ladies out there. So look, you got to accommodate for what you got to play to what the people want, man. You got to give the people what they want.
Speaking of Blue Ridge, are you on Wednesday night?
Yeah, we're playing the pre-party. We get to kick the whole thing off. Yeah, man. It's at first it was kind of like one of those, it is what it is. But then, kind of in talking to Jonathan and, pieces like that, knowing the crowd that's going to be on site for that, it's like, I mean, how could you not want to do that? Especially because a lot of our friends and, the Icon Pit crew, everybody knows who they are. Shout out, much love, like that. And, I don't know, man, it's a big full circle moment. And, especially seeing Cody, and our friends in Dying Oath and a lot of our homies, shout out to William Baker, seeing, them have that opportunity, years prior. I don't know, man, it's just a big full circle moment for us. I think it's gonna be cool. It's I can't lie to you and tell you I might not retire the Monday after.
That's a
dude,
lie.
I'm telling you, it's a freaking high that you're gonna just keep, man. I mean, I'll just it'll cross my mind sometimes just looking out and seeing all those people vibing, dude. I mean, that was if I had to stop playing like right now, like that was my it moment, and I have no regrets about it, dude. I mean, it was such a cool experience, and all the other bands like you mentioned, Dying Oath, Hollow Intent. We had a fucking ball, man. It was just really cool to see all these little old bands from Eastern North Carolina going out and playing such a big moment for all the bands. It was a really cool experience, man. You're gonna have the time of your life, and I'm super excited for you guys.
Yeah, I appreciate
That's the exact thing I've told him a million times.
Now, man, we got to represent for the state, and ultimately our name got called this time. But that's not to say that there's not a ton of deserving talent in our scene right now that could step into that place at any point in time. And I think that's what's one of the coolest things about seeing what's happening right now in North Carolina, South Carolina. I mean, in the Southeast in general. I mean, I can't recall a time, and I've been part of this music scene for a better part of 15 years. And I can't recall a time when there's been on any given night of any given week that you can walk into a venue and find your next favorite band. You know what I mean? There's so much talent pumping through this area, and it's it's humbling, and it also is a driver, right? Because you're looking over your shoulder. You got to be on your shit. They put you in a position to where it's not competition, but you're putting but where do you measure up? You got to make sure that you're still bringing your A game each and every night. And, and on a stage like that, man, you don't get to show up and just, be like, all right, cool. Just go play, see what happens. No, you better bring it, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, that's a good balanced outlook, that you have. And that makes perfect sense. Oh, there she is. Queen Mindy's in the house.
Oh shit. Mindy Jackson. Well, we didn't give Jim a proper introduction. For everybody watching who doesn't know, he is the sexiest one in the band, and he also happens to be 135 years old. This is Mr. Jim Clardy. He is the master of our rhythm section, and without him, we wouldn't be able to operate or stick to a click.
Nice to meet you, Jim.
Hey, thank you for the intro. It's not true, but it's.
The what? The help that you help us stay on the click, or you're 135?
I'll
So-
take it.
So going back to Blue Ridge, I don't know what day she's playing, but Deadlands you have to watch.
Yep, it's on the list of bands that we have to be in attendance for sure.
I'm actually gonna go see her September 5th.
Right on.
I had her on with Colt from Forever May Fall about less than a year. I do so many I can't know when they're. But yeah.
Well, let me ask you a question, Rob. Like being up
Yeah.
in Jersey, I've heard tale and seeing, just on socials, there's a massive, like hardcore movement going on in the Northeast right now. Can you speak to some of what's happening up there and kind of some of the bands that are really breaking through?
I mean, there's yes and no. Like I don't have everything in front of me or whatever the case may be, but it's actually always been a thing. Like, I mean, surprisingly enough, we get venue wise, Starland Ballroom is the best, and I'm not just saying
Bucket
that
list
'cause it's
venue. It's a bucket list venue for me. So yeah, I get it
Absolutely.
100%.
well, we'll talk later on, but they just announced Chelsea Grin. What do you call it? Black Dahlia. Black Dahlia. I cannot pronounce their name correctly. Like,
Dahlia.
Well, I got it.
Dahlia
It's
Murder.
actually it's my daughter's name, so it's the Black Dahlia Murder.
yeah. Of course, a new singer, but it's
That'll be cool, man. Chelsea Green coming through. That's a big deal.
I'm not, for my own safety, I'm not going in the pit this time, but I feel it's gonna erupt because everybody on that bill is very, very sick.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be September 14th, I believe.
You're gonna be
I
giving
think
stank
that's,
face. You're gonna be giving stank face for that whole show. It's gonna be one of those the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, here it goes. All right, cool. Another break. Here comes the breakdown. Shit, brace yourself.
Yeah, like I'm gonna try to get as much pictures as possible, but not from the pit this time.
Cole, what up, my dude?
Colt, what's going on, man?
Man,
Well,
He's in the
that's
chat.
good. That's a good segue. Well, now that Colt joined us, you will be happy to know we get to join forces with the friends right here to begin anew, and the homies in Forever May Fall. Colt in the chat coming up on August 18th at Amos's South End here in Charlotte, North Carolina. We're going to be treating this as kind of like Blue Ridge kickoff party, to be honest. And we get to bring the homies in Forever May Fall, back out. I think it's our first show in 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe a little bit more. Colt, correct me if I'm wrong there, but it's gonna be dope, man. That's gonna be a whole night of fun, family, and we're gonna vibe, man. It's gonna be a good time.
looking
And
forward.
there are hard tickets available.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And the Queen said
So
she already
whenever
has
we
some
were
tickets.
we were putting this whole show together with Forever May Fall and Scars Remain, and we had to kind of keep it on the DL until we got to where we needed to be to release all the information. And
Holy
it
shit.
was so hard. It was so hard not to talk about this show because I have been so excited because Scars Remain and Forever May Fall right now. I've said it before. I'll say it again. You guys are my two favorite local bands, hands down.
Wow.
And to be able to actually jump on a show with you guys, we played Scars Remain with you guys in Charlotte. It's probably been a year or so ago, maybe.
Yeah, about a little over a year. Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but from where we're at, we're kind of like the black sheep of the family. We've got some edge to us, but a bunch of the bands that's like where we're from are a little bit more kind of metal driven, more screaming, less singing. Where we're kind of the opposite. We do a lot more singing, less screaming. We do have screaming, but we don't do it all the time. We don't abuse it. So to be able to find bands, that we kind of fit with a little bit more is always really exciting, especially just bands like that we can fit with and make the show fun is one thing, but actually be able to play a show with those bands and just discover that they are really nice people is that's an added bonus. So I have been excited ever since we were invited to come play, and I literally can't wait. I've been talking about this show all year, dude.
It makes me smile to hear that, Cody, and I think the feeling is reciprocal back to you and your camp, and even to the Forever May Fall camp. I mean, I've known Colt and for, I don't know, better part of 10 years, I guess. I watched him grow up I've honestly watched the kid grow up into, what he's become. It's really cool to see. And that honestly aged me way too much. So ignore that previous statement. But no, you're dead on. And I think it speaks to the type of thing we run into a lot of things too. Yeah. That all the time. It's, with a name like Scars Remain, they bill you and they think you're going to come out screaming your face off. And I come up there hitting, C7s and hitting the high end of my register, and people are like, what, wait a second.
Well, it's always really cool, whenever people expect one thing and then they get something different. Yeah. I mean, there's been more times than there's been quite a few times where, we'll get off the stage and I'll have somebody, we're on a bill and we'll have somebody come up to me and be like, dude, your singing is really good. I really enjoyed actually, seeing a singer for a change. Again, not knocking anybody that does otherwise, right. But it's kind of cool for people to come up and really be appreciative. They're expecting one thing and they get something a little bit different. They're like, you know what? That's cool. I can get down with that. Yeah. And I mean, that's one thing, and I think you guys do it as well. We try to make sure our music's got a nice little blend of a bunch of different elements. We don't want to stay stagnant with the same sound, and that's probably the wrong term to use. I use that word loosely, but our music, like you guys, in my opinion, is ever evolving. Each single you guys are putting out is a little bit something different, different. You can kind of go through your catalog and you say, okay, I see where you were, 2-3 years ago with this song, and now I see where you are with like your new releases. I mean, just like the teaser you guys have released for your new video coming up, that song sounds fucking nasty, dude. I'm super excited to hear that song.
Shout out Pangea Creative Group. Jordan and Sam did an amazing job with that. So I appreciate that. That's
going to be one of those ones that stick in your head constantly.
Good deal. I'm excited, man.
So, I mean, and honestly, a big shout out to Jacob Karakoff. I know he's been out of the scene for a minute, but he was a big part in that. One of the big things that we've been trying to do is really take a collaborative approach to a lot of what we're doing, right? Like, we take songs into the room, we'll write them, we'll get them pretty much to the point of where they're damn near finished. And then, given an opportunity going into the studio with Jordan and Sam and really picking those pieces apart and finding what works, and then really just kind of turning them into something that's, honestly, it's catchy as shit, man. I would have never written that hook myself, but when you get 3 or 4 heads in a room and you're bouncing ideas, it just, I don't know, man, there's something to be said for that collaborative approach. And, I know Colt, who's watching with us right now, he does a great job of that with the bands he works with, Dove Cage being one of those with that new single they have coming. That collaborative approach in the studio is one of the reasons you see, a lot of artists, you're not just seeing the artist that's performing the song on the writing credits, right? It just gives you another angle. Love you too, and thanks for always being badass watching for me too. Hey, I love you too, Colt. You've always been a good soul, homie. So, but 4 years, that's a long damn time. I can't wait to see you guys get up there and tear it out.
Hey, Jim, how do you guys usually go about writing songs, man? I mean, do you guys have a process that y'all usually try to, just as far as like the baby steps, is there a certain process you guys use and then it kind of evolves to something else? Could you kind of carry us through like your songwriting?
Yeah, basically it's Trav and Kyle. Those guys will get into a room and one of the two of them will have an idea or what have you, and they'll flesh it out. And Trav's really good about with the knobs and stuff. He'll even a lot of times he even writes the drum stuff. And that'll come in, and we'll have basically they'll present a pretty near finished track to us. That's the way it generally goes down. It does happen where stuff is off the cuff and just in the middle of the jam room, and you just go with it, and it takes you where it takes you. And but more times than not, that's usually the way it comes out of the lab like that from Kyle and Trav. And I'll take the stuff that I like and use it, and if I don't, it gets gone. I put something else in there. But 9 times out of 10, what comes out is a lot of Travis, mostly Travis and Kyle too. And even with, like you said, with Pangea, we went into the studio with them. It was kind of the same process. It was really cool to go in feeling you're prepared, and you feel like, okay, these songs are good and they're ready to go, ready to be recorded. And you go in there and these guys go, nope, all this is gone, and let's write new, and then just it's kind of a shot to the ego sometimes. But in the end, when it comes back and it's like, whoa, this is so much better than I thought it was. And it's really cool. But that's generally the way we go down. Wouldn't you say, Trav?
Yeah, again, it's yeah, if anybody learns anything about me, I'm a severe type A personality. It's a blessing and a curse, right? So we get in here, Kyle and I do a lot of that, and but to that degree, we want to let it be organic, and play with the feeling. And sometimes what I do is very formulaic. Especially from a drummer's perspective. And I play drums. I play drums. I say that because I don't play them. I just use a keyboard, but I play them like a guitar player, right? So, I try to tend to, syncopate things probably too much to the detriment of my drummer. Yeah. But it's a good time, man. But I think some of the best songs that we've written have happened organically when we do get them in the room. And even one of the most recent songs that we're doing, it's called Write the Story. It's the heaviest song we've ever written. Like, it's straight up, I get to scream the whole thing. It's fantastic for me. It literally happened just based off of a riff Kyle started to play in between tracking for different takes of a different song we were recording. And they were like, what was that? Let's do something with that. Let's make a whole song out of that riff. And so it's just simple things like that the process can be ever changing. I wouldn't say there's one way that we do it.
That's awesome, man. Mindy had a great question. I know it usually comes up pretty often, but how long have you guys been playing music?
Together, how long have I been in band? It's like what,
4. This is year 4.
Years.
What?
We're about to cross into year 4.
With me?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. Time is relative.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Tim's been with us for 2 years.
Look, we spent 4 years with somebody who made it feel like 10. So spending 2 years with you made it feel like 4.
Individually, musician wise, how long have you guys been playing? Because Travis, you mentioned you played the drums like MIDI file, kind of like with keyboard and stuff, but right. You also play guitar on some songs with Scars Remain as well, right?
Yeah.
Personally, I've been in this music scene for 16 years. Dating back, I had a project before this one, so yeah, 6. I'm right at 16. Jim's got me by a little bit, I think.
Yeah. How long have I been playing? Geez. So long that you think I'd be a lot better than what I am.
Get out of here, bro.
But no, I mean, I used to live in Chicago. I'm originally from there, and I played up there from the time I was 18 until I moved down here, and God, I think I was like 30 when I moved down here. So whatever that is. And then I've been down here for 20 some years.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right. I'm 105.
105.
That's from watching the Bears so much and watching them lose.
Yeah.
This age with that.
Easy.
I don't even hear it anymore. I'm also a Cub fan, so it's like I'm immune.
I got no dog in this fight, but there's a nice sibling rivalry there because Jim's a Bears fan and Missy's a Packers fan. So Missy's gonna remember what it was like to be terrible.
Yes.
Emotional, damn it! Emotional.
It's so fitting.
Well timed. I'm a Panthers fan, so I'm used to the emotional damage.
Yeah, what about you?
I'm a Giants fan all day, so.
I want to know how does the writing process go for you guys, Cody? Because I let a little slip too, a little inside baseball here. It kind of the same thing happened with us when we went and played with you guys the first time at Amfest, or not Amfest, Brewstock. we were running around, from 2 stages back and forth, checking out every band. And your band, you guys got up there. Your band was the one where everybody in our band was like, "Whoa, who is this?" Just kept pulling people over. And man, that was probably one of our favorite sets of all the Bruce stock. And we get really excited when we get to play with you guys too. But yeah, I'd like to know how you guys write.
Oh man, I'll be honest. I mean, most of the people that's listening here probably know, we've been through some lineup changes. So we've had some members. I mean, like any band, you get people that kind of reprioritize things in life, and they make some decisions that they ultimately have to step away, which is fine. I can say here, and I've said it everywhere, everyone that used to be in our band that stepped away, there's nothing but respect from anybody that's been in our camp, and there's still a friendship there. So I can openly talk about this and know that there is no issues. I sing and I play rhythm guitar. I'm the very first one that says I'm not a very what I consider a good guitarist. I'm mediocre at best, I'll say. But no, what I usually do, man.
I beg to differ.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Typically, I mean, there's different ways we do it, but typically I'll just kind of be noodling around on guitar, and I'll find a simple chord progression or something that I kind of catches my ear. And I always try to write really simple as far as the structure goes. I'll usually come up with a riff that I like. I'll kind of build around it, and typically I'll go ahead and write the lyrics to the song. Typically I start with the chorus first, and I'll kind of build the rest of the song around the chorus. But where the real magic happens is whenever I bring that simple song that I have to the guys and say, hey, this is the idea I have. This is what I'm thinking about. And that's where the good stuff happens whenever I get Casey on board. And now we've got Macon back. Our guitar player that we have now, our lead guitarist, his name is Macon Pittman. He was actually our original guitar player that had to step down. He had some decisions he had to make with the job that he had. So the guitar player we have with us now was actually a co-founding member to TBA, and he was able to come back. And we've got John Kennedy, who used to be the vocalist for Defile the Crown, who has come over and took over the bass position with us now. So, Macon is super skilled for him to be as young as he is. The dude's like 22 years old and can fucking shred, dude. He is amazing on guitar. Yeah. And, John coming in with songwriter and having a different background than the rest of us, and also, coming from a screaming background, I'm really excited for you guys to see this lineup, because I know last time we jammed with you guys, we had Shane and Chris with us at that point in time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so, our whole dynamic musically has changed, but typically that's what we do though, man. I'll have like a simple idea, and most of the song wrote, I'll bring it to the guys, and usually, like I said, that's where the magic happens. That's where it really gets polished. And if there's anything that needs to be changed, that's usually the place that we'll do it. And then, like you guys said, we'll go to the studio. We've got a great producer in Blake Matthews at Clarity Audio Productions, and he's offered some opinions on stuff that we've accepted, and it's turned out to completely change the vibe of the song. So kind of like with you guys, man. I mean, it sounds like we're pretty similar as far as songwriting structure goes.
So is there any song that was very hard for you to release? Like emotionally, or you didn't know if people were going to like it or not?
I mean, for me to this day, and it's funny because on Spotify analytics, it's our most popular song, but it's "Wish I Was."
I love that song. I woke up to that this morning.
It's a song that I literally it's a conversation that I have between me and God. And I know we tend to not want to get really religious on here, but
no, that's fine. If it's part of what we're talking about, it's fine.
There was a literal conversation I was having with God that put it into words, and I didn't write that song on my own, if that makes sense. And there's a portion of that even recently, somebody came up to me and I think we were playing at the party out back and said, "I just want you to know that song saved my life." And that's probably the moment in my musical endeavor that was like, maybe I'm doing this for the right reason, because I've always set out to impact one life. Like, if I can change one person's life with a song I wrote, man, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Yeah. And hearing that, and and knowing that song helped him find his relationship on his path to faith, was, I don't know, man. It's still like I'm getting goosebumps talking about it at the moment. But I was very nervous to put that song out, I didn't know how it was going to come across. I didn't know how it was going to take, and I speak openly about what I wrote it about. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think that one for me was it was pretty tough. Sorry, I'm getting emotional there for a sec.
No, man, that's beautiful. I can add to that. We've got a song we released called "Break New Ground," and basically, I wrote that song about not me personally, but it was a song, you know, saying don't let anything control you. It was basically a song about overcoming addiction. And once I was able we released that song, and I was able to talk to people about the song, and they kind of had their own interpretation of it. And if you really dig into the lyrics, you can kind of see that, you know, it's about like overcoming drug abuse, overcoming alcoholism, overcoming just any negative thing that has a grasp on you. Like you said, man, I've had people that I graduated high school with that I haven't talked to in like years. And, you know, I'm a nobody as far as like a musician goes, but I've had these people that I haven't talked to in a long time, like come up to me and say, hey, you know, I hear what you're saying in that song, and that song really helped me. You know, the just hearing what you were singing about, and knowing what I was going through in my life, I knew what you were talking about, and it really opened up my eyes, and it helped me in the dark time. And like you said, man, that's what it's about for me. To have those experiences where I know that I'm making a difference in somebody's life with the music that me and my friends have created.
Yeah, even if it's only one person, you know what I mean? It's I don't know, it just gives you a sense of calming, I guess. It's just cool. I mean, I can't put it in any other terms. It's just cool as shit. That song's a banger too, by the way.
Yeah. Thank you. Likewise.
Mindy asked, how many member changes have you guys all been through? Because they know they've had a ton.
Well, you could expect that from Dying Oath whenever they've got a band with like 20 fucking people in it.
Yeah, you got like 9 people in your band, bro.
I don't know if she's still here or not. But.
Yeah, but
it's hard to tell to get 4 members to work out, let alone 9 or 10.
Yeah. Dude, you can say what you want to. Fucking Dying Oath throws down, son.
Oh,
every time you see them, I'm like, well, I'm just gonna go home and just steal all my shit.
Yeah, every iteration's like, well, okay, cool, I quit.
Yeah.
I don't need. Why am I doing this? I'm just gonna get rid of it all.
I don't. You know what? It turns out I don't even like playing music. I'm out.
Yeah. It's pretty impressive. Think about it. It's really impressive to have that many member changes and still to come off with something that's that powerful. That's pretty remarkable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would take Dying Oath, man, and put them against most any other band, national or otherwise, man. They are fucking awesome live. Their recorded stuff is fucking great too, but I mean, the energy they bring live, that they kill it, dude. They're awesome.
Yeah, 100%. Nestor was a great addition to that as well. Chris Rich threw 3 squares.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but
cool, man.
Hi, Chris.
I see a salute. I don't know if it's the same thing, but I'm seeing he sent a salute emoji and then a horns emoji. So
okay. Well, you see it on your side. It just shows it on mine.
Y'all need to update your shit, you old broke dicks.
Hey, look. I'm logged in as guest. Okay. No, I don't get full functionality, evidently.
I can't.
I control everything. Wahaha.
I don't even know how to log in, so I can't say anything.
All right, so this is a fun question for you guys. If you were stuck in an elevator with one cartoon character, who would it be? And Jessica Rabbit cannot be that person.
Oh man.
Or She-Ra.
I think I'd always want to be down with the boys of Ed, Edd and Eddy, man. That's the crew. That's the fucking crew, bro.
But realistically, could you tolerate them for, say, more than an hour?
I'd like to think so, but I could be wrong.
Did they bring Jawbreakers? That's the question.
It's the Ed boys, bro. Of course they got Jawbreakers.
So it's one. It can only be one character. I mean, for me, I'm thinking right off Pinky and the Brain, but there's kind of a package deal. So
I'll take that as an answer.
Nice. because to me it's like they're entertaining. But then I've also got Brain who can help me maybe get out. But then it might not end. Usually it doesn't end well for them, so I don't know. But it would be entertaining nonetheless.
Andy Davis, what's up, man?
Love you, Andy.
Sully's here. Sully's here.
It's my Sully. He'll be coming in this weekend from Detroit for the show.
Jeez, nice. As a world traveler, man.
Travis, who's your character, man?
I'm thinking, I can only recall like all the kid cartoons that are in my house all the time right now. So like it's what's front of mind. So I guess I would hang out with Bandit from Bluey because he's just super chill, and he'd just be like, "Yeah, we're stuck in an elevator. It's fine." You know, he'd be just really cool. We'd just talk it out. Maybe, you know, I don't know. Bandit'd be a cool guy to hang out with. I just feel like he's one of those guys you just hang out with at the barbecue and drink a beer with.
Rob, I think you got a well blended assortment of answers there.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
I got 2 kids under 10. Like they it's juvenile cartoons on my TV all the time. So
like on my end, I would go with Daria or Jane from Daria.
Yeah. Oh wow,
it'd be deep conversations, and you know, very sarcastic conversations.
Daria makes perfect sense for
Sully
you.
From Monsters Inc.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, you would Rob. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. You even match her tonality. Like, like it's just like, yeah, okay, well, that's
yeah.
what
I don't know if that's.
If I was in the elevator with them, I'd be like, so, anyways, much love, Rob. Just picking.
I know.
Yo, those shirts look dope, Missy. They printed well. Looks like it looks like an Ed Hardy t-shirt.
Oh shit, son.
Thanks to Travis's design.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm definitely probably going to be spending quite a bit of money. I'm going to definitely be in the hole come Saturday for sure.
Do you print hats for big-headed people like myself?
I think they can extend to a plus size if that's the best way to say it on here.
This is an 8. This is an 8, bro. I got an 8. You know they don't. It's that's an order.
We did those mesh hats.
Okay.
You know, that's kind of what's in
trucker
right
hats.
now. So yeah, they can extend to big ass head and down to little ass head, which is what I have. So
it must be nice.
It kind of looks weird sometimes. You take pictures with people, it's like, why is his head so small?
I have to buy kid sizes, so I have nothing on that one.
Little Head Club, let's go.
Finally found a company that makes them in like large. You can buy a large snapback. Like I'm on like the 5th one right now. Usually I'm on like the last one, and it's hanging on for dear life.
Damn, bro, you do got a big head.
I do got a big ass head. I do. I'm not gonna lie.
We have
to
the
you.
extra large flex fits.
Yeah, they fit all right. But
you think they make like an extender that you could put in? Like if you can't go all the way, if they make like a little extender you can add in there.
As someone who's had to look at this before, yes, they do. You could go on Amazon right now and find hat extenders. They're
big
a real
ass
thing.
hat
You can buy them in a pack of 3 different colors. What you need.
All right. So speaking about merch, most people don't know really. I don't know if they have seen. We have merch.
Yeah.
So my Shopify, Concert Junkies, Rob and John YouTube, and every $5 that you purchase something goes to St. Jude right now.
Awesome.
Oh,
Love that.
That's cool. Pull yourself together, Travis.
it's okay.
So every couple months I change the charity, but it goes to St. Jude for right now.
That's cool. What all do you have up there?
I have shirts, I have hats, I have a coffee mug, I have a pillow, I have. The only thing I believe is sold out is the windbreaker. There's a whole bunch of stuff.
Is that the stuff that's got your beautiful face on it?
I have a shirt with my face on it and a coffee mug as well.
Kick ass. I got to get that shirt.
Yeah,
I wear it every day.
Yeah, it's going to St. Jude, and then after that, I'm probably going to donate to School of Rock in Manalapan, New Jersey.
Nice.
So whatever I can give back.
That's cool, man. That's awesome. Colt had a good question. What's the funniest thing to happen to you guys on stage?
Just breaking your foot count.
I was just gonna say that.
Classify that as pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's funny, but it sucked. Yeah, like 15 seconds into the first song, I literally broke my foot. The sound guy was a substitute that night, and he put a power box in the middle of the stage, and I went to hit my jump coming down on the hit on Disease. Everybody, you know what that is. The hit coming out of the break, and literally I hit my foot, hit it, said click, and it was a 45-minute set that night too. That sucked.
Wow.
It took us about that long to get up that hill.
Yeah.
Jim, what about you, man?
I'm trying to think. I can't think of anything funny that I can think of. God, I don't know. I've had all kinds of drinks spilled, thrown. Well, I did have one that it was terrifying at the time, but it's funny now. This is early. I'm like probably 18, and it was a band that I was playing with up in Chicago, and we're opening for a national act in a small club in Chicago. And we were so stoked. We were just like, yeah, this is so great. So we get there, we're at the club, we're playing. And of course, being the national act, they had their stuff up on its backline. So
yeah,
it was a kind of a smaller stage anyway. So my drums are set up in front of their drums. And so there's like no stage. And this is one of the biggest crowds I've played to at the time. And I'm just so into it. So we're playing, and there's people in the front row that are just really excited into it. So I get excited and I take a stick and I throw it out, like I've seen in all the music videos. Like, this is just do. Well, not realizing that when you're, excited, adrenaline, and I throw like basically a dart and hit this guy basically in the chest from 10 feet. And the moment it left my hand, I knew it wasn't going to end well. And so after the show, this guy comes running up to me and he's like, "Hey, is this your drumstick?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "No, it's cool. You can keep it. I meant for you to keep it." He's like, "No, my buddy wants to kick your ass." Like, yeah, it didn't go the way I planned.
It happens to the best of us. We had it's probably been about a year or so ago. We were playing a show, and I was just feeling it. That particular night, I was just being goofy on stage. We all have those. Sometimes we try to be like super serious rock star, and then other times they're just acting goofy. Yeah. And we were in the middle of like a really cool part of one of our songs. I don't remember what it was, but I made eye contact with this girl that was like yawning, like mid-yawn. And as soon as we got done, I was like, "Hey, you in the front row, you're yawning at my show." Like I called her out, and I was just joking. But this girl, you could tell she was so upset. She thought that I was like genuinely mad at her. So like whenever we got done, I had to go find her. I was like, "Look, I was just joking with you." She's like, "I thought you were, but you called me out in front of like 200 people." I was like, I just playing. Oh no. Yeah, she was upset, so I had to apologize. I gave her some free merch. I made it worth it, I feel like, but we everything was cool after
that. So some of the interactions, I'll never forget. We were playing at Hooligans, funny enough, one night, and this lady bent over the table to have me and Kyle sign something. We were playing on this like comedy tour with a bunch of TikTok guys, and she leaned over to the table to get something out of her bag, and her teeth fell out onto the floor. I was mortified. Like, what do you do?
You do exactly what you did.
I reluctantly picked.
How does that happen at like one of the 3 shows I missed in the last 4 years?
Reluctantly picked them up and put them in my hand, and I was like, "I think you dropped these."
Yeah, I was like, "Dude, you are much better."
Why would you do that?
I mean, what else are you supposed to do? They were behind.
Not pick up someone else's teeth, Travis. That's what you're supposed to do.
I'm not letting her come back there. You know what I mean? So
I mean,
what else? It was the gentleman.
I would have had Andy do it.
Yeah, Andy wasn't there for that one.
I'm not picking up your teeth.
Right.
Disclosure. Tubing in a nude does not endorse picking people's teeth up. Sorry.
Hey, look. Hey, yeah. It's Jay Vegas, baby.
That's the beginning T-shirt. Put it on the back. I'm not picking up your teeth.
Yeah. Here you go. You missing these? Nah, bro.
It was weird, man. I'm not gonna throw Kyle under the bus for what I have him on camera doing, but it's fine.
Jesus.
I'm kidding.
Oh, Jesus. Leave this for the after show.
Well, with that said, anybody watching, if you don't have plans this weekend, please make plans to come out on Saturday to the Rooster in Gastonia. We got a great event going on all day. 12 bands, 2 stages. We're going to be doing the whole thing all day long. Bunch of drinking games. Get your cornhole on, your beer pong. All the proceeds are going to benefit a great cause. And we're going to have some fun doing it, man. And did I mention there's like 12 great bands playing all day long? So
And 3 guitars being given away.
Yeah. So
yeah, I was gonna say, Missy. I know that there was there's some other activities going on besides the music. Could you elaborate a little bit on what all we got going on?
There's 5 different drinking games going on: cornhole, pencil fighting, limbo.
What is pencil fighting?
And I don't remember what the 5th one is.
What is
pencil rock,
fighting?
Paper, scissors. That's what it is.
What is pencil fighting? Is it like cockfighting but different?
Yeah, I mean, kind of, to be honest. But not with chickens. You remember the game you used to play back in elementary school?
Or the other implement.
I'm just trying to save the monetization, Cody.
Hey, Jamie.
When you rear back a pencil and then you slap the other person's pencil, and the first one to break it wins.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we've got a lot of sponsors that have stepped up. We're going to have merch giveaways for the bands. Everybody that comes through the door gets a ticket to win merch bundles.
Nice.
I know Creative Music Management has put one together. The Roosters put one together. We'll be doing one with Scars, 50 Flies, AYMB. So whoever, donates, we'll be giving that away. There will be vendors, like handmade vendors outside. I think we have 24 vendors that are coming in for this event. Let's see. We do have a special host coming in.
Nice.
For it as well.
Is
Me
that a
and
surprise?
her. Not really. Her name is Sarah. She's done a couple of the Headbangers events.
I've seen her on socials. Real sweet acting girl. Yeah.
Yes.
Sarah K?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I'll be announcing Scars because we have so much to get into that little amount of time.
Yeah.
But we're going to alternate bands going throughout the day to give her some more experience because she really loves the scene, and I'm trying to help her kind of make her way into the scene.
That's awesome.
We have Cabonish Beer Company coming out, so there'll be a beer truck out back. There'll be 2 food trucks, a dessert vendor. It's going to be a huge event. They're blocking off all the parking lots back there. So we've got the stage out back, and we're alternating between indoor and outdoor.
Nice.
So hopefully the weather holds out and we don't have any issues, but it's going to be a great day, and all of it's to benefit the local community. And that's the best part. This is our second charity event at the Rooster, and we've been successful with them.
That's awesome. What can people expect with the if they're not familiar with like alternating stages as far as your indoor outdoor? What can you explain what that process will be like?
We start indoors at 2:00. As soon as that band ends, we will all head outdoors. So it's just back and forth, in and out.
How much of a distance are people thinking between the indoor outdoor?
It's not far at all.
maybe 500 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
You'll even probably be able to hear the outdoor stage from inside.
Is anything gonna be like streamed or anything, Missy? Or is anybody gonna be doing like a live stream or anything?
I don't think we'll have live streams. I might jump up and do some from our band pages, but I know there will be photographers. We've got Pit Crew Press coming out to do photo, and we've got Paul Jones coming out to do photos.
Paul takes some sick ass pictures, dude.
Oh, so does Danny with Pit Crew Press. Yep. Like, he's been amazing.
There's a great photogs coming for sure.
Tony's got a good question. She asked, what are we expecting as far as parking is concerned?
There's tons of public parking around the Rooster. There's other parking lots. The Rooster actually put a post up today with the different parking lots that are available. So there'll be tons of space for everybody.
Okay. Is there any kind of like, any parking for people coming out? Are they going to have anything to pay for, like paid parking or anything like that? And that's
It's
nowhere.
all free parking.
Okay, cool.
All right, that's cool.
Travis, while we're on here, your new single is it coming out before or
Sunday.
after this weekend?
Comes out Sunday.
Comes out Sunday. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna play it on Saturday. We played it at the last 2 shows, but we're gonna be playing it on Saturday. And yeah, we're excited, man. It's Sunday, so technically Saturday at midnight. So everybody go get your fun on at the Rooster, then come home and listen to it on your stereo or selected listening device.
Well, knowing us, we'll still be at the Rooster at midnight, so I'll make sure it goes over the PA system.
No,
Is that going to be is that going to be the single and the video, or are you doing
videos coming July 10th?
Okay.
So we're pushing the algorithm on Spotify for playlist placements. I don't want to drive the traffic somewhere else to start on that release. So we're going to come back 2 weeks later with the video drop. And again, shout out to Pangea Creative Group. It's special, man. We're pretty proud of it.
I already have it on pre-save already.
Yes, that's my dude.
I already have it on pre-save.
We'll talk about this real quick. I mean, since Scar's getting ready to drop their new song, people that's out there listening, I've always kind of advocated whenever TBA gets ready to drop some new songs. But guys, it might not seem like much to you, but as far as pre-saving a song, adding it to your playlist, whether it's iTunes, Spotify, Google Music, or whatever, you adding that song to a playlist and you doing pre-saves, it really helps any bands out, because it's a way to get that song into an algorithm with bands that are already established. So on behalf of Scars, I will say, please, please, please make sure you guys pre-save their new single. It means a lot and helps bands a lot. So please take just a moment and go to their page and click that pre-save link.
Yeah,
I have while you said that, I have a question for you, because I actually have a playlist for here. And when I add, does that help your algorithm?
100%.
Yeah. So any playlist ads that we get added to, we get that information. We're able to get all that in our analytics and stuff. Oh, really? And it helps us kind of figure out where our demographics is at, as far as, kind of targeted areas, what our age groups are, what the male-female ratio is. So we get a better understanding of what our typical address or typical demographics of those people are. So we already know kind of who is interested in our stuff, but we also know maybe some areas that we need to work on. So, I mean, we get a lot of useful information from anytime anybody adds it. So, I mean, no matter whether it's your personal playlist or if it's somebody out there that's a curator and has a huge playlist, in my opinion, I'm sure Travis will agree, any playlist placement means something positive for us. So
100%.
I have one for here. I pretty much have, if I don't have you on there, I do. Just saying, I have you both on there, but I'm saying anybody else that's been on, if I don't have you on, please let me know. We're almost at 400 videos in, so I might have skipped people by accident. But yeah, I use that for my alarm clock. So one day I could be waking up to you, one day I'll be waking up to you.
That's awesome.
And
other musicians who might be, watching this and they're like, hey, well, I wish I was on a playlist that Rob had or Missy had or Travis had. Just literally, if we're in the music scene, I can promise you that we all support each other. Well, I can't say I promise, but I would like to think that everybody supports each other, because we're one big extended family. Just ask somebody. Just say, hey, Rob, would you mind adding my band to your playlist? That's literally all you
I will gladly.
Just add.
Yep.
Tell me what song that you want, and it'll be there. Going with that as well, and if anybody, other bands, if they want to come on, just send me a message on Facebook, or just send me a message on Facebook. I have dates opened in July, August, up until October.
I mean, and just like this, I was asked to jump on here, and of course the answer immediately was yes whenever I found out Travis and the boys was going to be on. But I mean, not only does this help Travis and Scars Remain, but right now it's also helping Missy and her brand. Rob is helping you, and it's helping me and my guys in my band.
We're all a family. That's
yeah.
something we preach through creative music management, and it's something you'll experience this weekend. Like the vibe from our shows is unique. I've had so many people just come up to us and be like, the total vibe of this show, nobody's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
All we see is love and respect that goes into all of it. And
I mean, it's nice to have that, and just, you know, kind of hitting back on what I was mentioning, you know, just this is content. At the end of the day, this is content that we can put out there, and it kind of takes us outside of, you know, just seeing us on Facebook or on Instagram or something like this.
Right.
It gets to really show who we are as people. You know, this is why we do what we do. So I mean, even doing this, you know, this is useful. This is useful.
Family is the reason Andy is coming in. Let's go,
love
Andy.
you, Sully.
The
Love
fam,
you,
Tony.
Family.
All right, Vin, calm down. No. 439 times to be exact. No, but, you know, to double down on what Cody's saying here is, you know, just be prepared when you come to a show, you know, to be welcomed in. You know, there's a lot of different walks of life. There's a lot of different types of people, but when you come through those doors, leave it all behind you and come in and enjoy yourself. You know, we're here all to, you know, connect through music, and ultimately music is the most universal language, you know, and whether different creeds, backgrounds, whoever you are, it doesn't matter. Just come to a show, enjoy yourself, and find some new friends. You never know who you're going to run into at a show. We all love each other, and you'll see that very, very present if you make a point to come out this weekend or to any of our shows, you know, specifically. So, you know, shout out to, you know, Rob for always holding it down for the music scene, man. What you do is awesome, and I don't think enough people give you enough thanks for that. So I really, we really appreciate that and what you do for everybody.
What do you call it? And you'll never know. I might pop in somewhere.
There you go.
Come on.
Thomas, baby, what's up, son?
You let me know, and I'll make sure you have a ticket at the door.
I will let you know.
Hey, Missy, if I could, I know we mentioned it, but I don't remember if we went into too much detail about it. The event is obviously for a fundraiser. What we're raising the money for, could you explain to maybe some people that don't quite know exactly what that is? Could you explain to them, kind of, let's talk about that a little bit?
Webb Street School is a school for children with disabilities, both physically, like the owner of the Rooster, Michael, his son has MS, I believe, and attended this school. And without that, he wouldn't have had the socialization and everything he needed, and allowed Michael to actually, you know, be able to provide for his family. So he came to me with the idea.
That's absolutely awesome.
And what we're trying to raise money for is interactive toys for the gymnasium, so that they can keep the children learning, keeping them mobile, keeping them interacted with things so that they can learn more and play with each other. Like I said, we love our charity shows. And when he came to me about this one, it was a no-brainer. You know, the school has embraced it. The whole community has really embraced it. So really cool. Our main thing is giving back to that. Like in December, we did the Christmas one, and we raised $4,000 worth of toys for a domestic violence shelter.
Yeah.
So we do these charity shows for what's close to our heart. And domestic violence was close to my heart. The school is close to Michael's. And this year for the Christmas show, we haven't decided what we're going to do it for yet, but I have a feeling that'll come here in the next month or so.
Awesome. That's really cool, man. Just kind of thinking outside of the box. If there is people out there watching that, you know, has plans this weekend or aren't going to be able to go, but obviously support the cause of what you're trying to do, is there another way that they could contribute? Is there an option or some other way that they could contribute even if they can't come?
The raffle tickets, you don't have to be there to win the guitars.
Okay.
If they want to make a direct donation, they can contact me on the Creative Music Management Facebook page, and I can accept donations for the Rooster and make sure that they go to the appropriate people.
Okay. And if that's the case, is there a certain, Cash App, Venmo, typical stuff like that? Would they be able to donate? Like
I have Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and Facebook Pay. So
okay.
All right, cool.
Any of that. And we'll also, like I said, you don't have to be there to win the guitars. We've had tons of people reach out and buy just raffle tickets. Tickets are only $5 a piece to win these guitars, and you can buy as many as you like. I even had people buy them and say, find a kid in the audience and give them the guitar if I win.
That's really cool.
So
that's really cool.
And then you have Dub Cage. For every shirt they sell at the event, they're donating $5 back to the cause.
Awesome.
Nice.
So there's always ways to support. And if you guys just want to make a cash donation, reach out to Creative Music Management and we'll get it handled for you.
And if anybody's listened to it from the TBA side, I know I've shared on some of our stuff. I mean, if you want to reach out to me, I will be more than happy to put you in connection with Missy. And we can get you where you need to be.
And anybody that's watching on anybody that's watching on YouTube, message one of the bands or myself. And
if you message Stars Page or Creative Music Management, you're probably going to get me. So
it's true. With that said, much love, fam.
Always.
Can't wait to see you Saturday, Cody. I got a big ass hug waiting for you.
Yeah, brother, I'm stoked. Like I said, I'm excited. I've been looking forward to this for a while. I'm ready to check out some of these bands. I'm really excited about Dove Cage.
You will be. They put on a great show.
They have so much energy. I love them so much.
What's up, John?
John, baby, what's going on?
Holding down the low end these days.
So I don't want to keep you guys that much longer, but I do appreciate you all taking your time out to come here and we'll talkie about what's going on.
It's my pleasure, man. Thank you for having me.
So before we sign off, do you have any messages for your fans?
Travis, this one's about you, son. Go. Put it on them thick.
I just say thank you. Ultimately, at the end of the day, we can be as happy as we want to with the music we write, but if it doesn't impact you guys, it doesn't mean anything. You are the reason we get to do what we do. And, ultimately, every dollar that you spend, everything that you do to support us, every share, every like, every reaction, thank you. I think that's the best way I can put it. You guys mean the world to us, and ultimately we hope that the music that we continue to put out for you guys finds a place to resonate with you. And, ultimately, the biggest thank you. That's all I can say.
And I'll add to that, if you're not already doing so, make sure you, as soon as this interview is over, make sure you go to Facebook, Instagram, or whatever social media you use, and make sure you search for Scars Remain, and make sure you like and follow those guys, because they are an amazing band. They sound great on stage. Travis has got a hell of a voice, man. One of my favorite singers around, easy. Really humble guys, man. I will say, if you're supporting Scars Remain, you are supporting some awesome fucking dudes. So like I said, do me a solid and make sure you go follow them on socials whenever you get off here.
It feels so weird to take compliments because I feel like none of that.
I'm so how I feel every time you guys
thank you. But thank you, seriously, thank you.
Yes, sir.
We just try to put out the energy.
I wouldn't say it if I didn't mean
to get back. No, I know. You just put out the energy in the world you want to get back, man. That's the way we roll.
Get what you give.
Yep.
Yeah.
Literally got a song about it.
Just a reminder, this is on Facebook, Concert Junkies Rob and John, YouTube, Concert Junkies Rob and John YouTube, and Twitch, I believe it's just Concert Rob. And if you're not subscribed, please do so. And if you're not subscribed to Scars Remain, please do so. And everybody else that is on here.
And the flip side of that, if you're not following Concert Junkies, you should. Rob has great bands on here all the time, talking to them, getting to know them, and helping further our scene. So if you're not following Rob, make sure you're doing that as well.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you, Rob.
Thank you. Thank you, guys, and have a great night.
Yep. Y'all see you.